Hi students, welcome to the session. Welcome to Sprintex ICSC, and this is Shweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu. So today we will be starting with Old Man at the Bridge. So it's a beautiful and a very meaningful story by Ernest Hemingway, and I hope you have already visited the sessions where I have explained the entire story to you. So I guess now it's time for doing the very important question and answers from this particular session, from this particular story. So we will be dealing with, yes, the 3 marks and the 4 marks questions just as it comes in your papers. So regarding the schedule, we have already completed till, I guess we have completed 1 minute. Right, so we have completed till Chief Seattle speech, right? So we are left with, okay, a few more sessions to go, and we will be completing this on 27th of Feb, and the other subjects, physics and math, is going to continue till 26th. Chemistry, SST and bio is going to continue also till 27th Feb along with English. So guys, before beginning with the session, please do hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out on any important notification. So let's begin, guys. I would like to begin with a beautiful quote and a very meaningful quote, especially in the context of this particular story. And that is, if war is the answer, then we are asking the wrong question. Okay, so this is definitely an anti-war. It's the theme is anti-war, right? So the author is talking about, in this particular story, Hemingway is talking about the um, ill effects of war, the negative impact of war, which causes huge destruction. Of course, the participants of the war, they face huge destruction. The soldiers, their lives are butchered at their prime, at the prime of their age, and not only that, the impact of war on the common people. That is exactly what is shown in this particular story. The old man. Okay, what was the impact of this entire war situation in the life of the old man who was displaced, who was forced to leave from the house? Okay, so that is so. The quote also says, "If war is the answer, then we are asking the wrong question." Definitely, it is an anti-war quote, and it is definitely talking about propagating peace instead of war. So war is not something which needs to be glorified. War is not something which needs to be promoted, right? Because it has a lot of ill effects and harmful effects and negative consequences, right? So with that, guys, this is the homework answer. I hope you have already you are able to write the homework answers. In case you haven't, then you can take help from this particular model answer. And now we will be beginning with the very first extract. An old man with steel rimmed spectacles and very dusty clothes. So this is the description of this, the very beginning of the chapter, okay, where the old man is described. And let's see what is the question. What is the pontoon bridge? Why has it been made? Okay, we have done this question in the one shot video as well. So if you have any problems, please do check the one shot video as well. I have done this question in that video, so also go through that. So it is a temporary floating platform built across several boats or hollow structures, or we can say it's a floating bridge, right? It was the time when Spanish Civil War broke out. So this is the backdrop, guys, on which the story is set, and I have already talked at length about the backdrop and the historical background of this entire story, and that is there in the Umang series where I have explained the video, explained the story, and that is also there, I think, in the one shot video also I have mentioned. So please go through that. Okay, and the scene was a typical war zone where the civilians were fleeing and the vehicles were moving across the bridge to protect themselves from the enemy's attack. The scene was 12 kilometers away from the town of San Carlos, and there is the place this is the place where the old man used to live. And the temporary bridge had been made to help the people move out of so evacuate people and move out of that war zone. So that was a kind of bridge between the war zone and the safety zone. Okay, so people moving out, I mean, people taking the help of the bridge would be able to keep them safe from the war. But the old man was stuck there. He did not wish to go because his place was San Carlos, and he was displaced from there. He was taking care of animals, so he was worried about his animals, right? So next question is, what did the narrator observe while doing his duty? So the narrator, who was a soldier, was on his duty to find how far the enemy had advanced. That was his duty. Now, when the soldier crossed the pontoon bridge near the Ebro River towards the enemy, he observed an old man who was sitting, okay, whereas everybody, so the old man, this man, he was tired, okay, he was tired of walking. So it is not just talking about his uh, exhaustion, that is physical exhaustion. It's also talking about his mental trauma. Why is it caused? Because of the displacement. Okay, now this displacement is a result of the warlike situation, or no, not warlike situation, it is war itself, right? So of the war, okay, or war situation of the war. Okay, so while when he returned back, he again saw the same old man sitting at the same place where there were not so many carts now, and very few people on foot, because people were trying to find a safe place, and they were going moving ahead and moving away from that war zone, right? So this definitely aroused his curiosity, because he saw the old man again, okay, who was, when he was returning back, he saw him again. He was still sitting, he was not able to move. As I told you, why was he not able to move? It's talking about the physical exhaustion. Not only that, symbolically representing his mental trauma. Okay, guys, so let's move ahead with the next passage. I was watching the bridge and the African looking country of the Ebro Delta and wondering how long it would be before we could see the enemy, and listening all the while for the first noises that would signal that ever mysterious event called contact. And the old man still sat there. Okay, and it continues, and then he talks about the animals, right? So let's see what question has been asked from this particular paragraph. What did the narrator ask the old man, and how did he react to the question? Very, very easy. He was asking, so the narrator was following, he was doing his duty. The atmosphere was definitely war, it was a war zone, so atmosphere was tensed, okay, due to the heavy firing from the side of the enemy. So of course, and then when everybody was rushing to save their lives, what did he notice? The old man still there. He did not seem to even try to move a step forward, right? So out of curiosity, he asked him about his whereabouts. Where had he come from? To this, what did he reply? That he had come from San Carlos, and it gave a pleasure, and he was smiling. It gave him a pleasure to mention this, right? Because he was kind of reminiscing, okay, reminiscing the fond memories of his home. Okay, right. So, and he was smiling, and his occupation was to take care of a few animals, which included goats, cats, and pigeons. All right. So that is the entire point, entire reason of that smile, because he was trying to recall. He was having those memories in his mind, right? Next is, sorry, what do you learn from the above extract about the consequences of war? Very, very, very important question. So definitely the story had taken place during the Spanish Civil War at a pontoon bridge across the Ebro Delta. That is what I have also mentioned in the Umang series and also in the one-shot video. So please take care of this historical backdrop. It is Easter Sunday, but there is Easter Sunday, what is an, you know, why do we celebrate Easter? It's the day when Jesus Christ, resurrected. But very ironically, it was a day when there's a lot of disturbance everywhere instead of celebration. So that is very ironical. We celebrate Easter, right? But during this Easter celebration, what was there? There was war, that is death. So just opposite to the resurrection of Jesus Christ, there was, the apprehension of death, right? War was taking place and apprehension of death. Enemy troops were firing heavily. People are fleeing, leaving homes and their belongings. You can also write belongings instead of things. They are all frightened and worried. So trauma of displacement. Okay. The old man was the main character, seems to be worried about the animals that he had. So he was, the caretaker of the animals, right? He had left behind. This indicates that the poor, helpless birds and animals are not left behind from becoming the victims of war besides human beings. Okay. So they, not only the animals but also the human beings, they are also the victims of war. So just as I actually explained this to you also, just as the animals, they were at the hands of the mercy of the old man, who was not able, who was again not able to save them. Similarly, the old man was also he was also like a puppet, okay, at the hands of um, so that I told you about the connection. Remember the connection between the old man and the narrator. The old man tried to save the animals. He wanted to save the animals, but he was not able to. Okay, so the and also the narrator wanted to do something for the old man. He saw the old man not able to move, but he was also not able to do anything. So both of them were kind of related. They both of them were puppets at the hands of greater forces, who are the decision maker, and who are definitely at a higher level hierarchy, right? So that is very, very important. So this is talking about not only the trauma of displacement, which is a negative consequence of war. It's talking about the effect of war on common people. Okay, right? So that is very, very important. Next, very, very important line. What politics have you? Okay, I asked. So that means, to which side do you belong? That is the question that the narrator is asking. And the answer that he gives is equally important. I am without politics. So this is the common man. We do not know to which side do we belong. We do not want this, we do not want to take any sides. Okay. So I have explained this in the portion, I mean, in the Umang series also very, uh, elaboratively. So please go through this explanation. It's very, very important. Okay, and let us see what is the question related to this. Why was the old man not willing to cross the bridge and escape to a safer place? Very, very, very important question. As I told you that the mention of his native town, San Carlos, brought a smile on the old man's face in such a tense atmosphere. It showed that he became sentimental while telling its name to the narrator. Okay, he had to leave the town and his animals forcibly due to the fire of the attack of the enemy. The narrator advised him to cross the bridge, but he seemed to be least concerned about his life and didn't want to part with the animals. Right? So apart from this, he was attacked by fatigue. Now this fatigue, I have already told you, if you symbolically represent this fatigue, this is also symbolically representing the mental trauma of displacement. So that is very, very important. Please note this. So I hope guys you are enjoying the sessions, and the sessions are being helpful to you. So guys, if you want to reach us further and gain 100% knowledge and 100% marks, what you need to do is you just need to join the link which is there in the description box. You just need to visit that, and you can avail unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes, and you could compete with the students throughout the world interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards. So even if you're watching the replays, they are very, very interactive, and they are also live, because the quiz questions will be, displayed there as well, and you have the leaderboard there, so you will not feel that you're watching a replay, or you will not feel bored at all. You will be very, very, very it will be very interactive. Okay, and the content is something which you can download after each and every session, which will be definitely by the curated by the experts. Also, you can download the handwritten notes of the master teachers. Plus, if you have any doubts, you can solve it live in the class with the help of the class teachers, who will be sitting in the class throughout the session. Based on the strength of the students, there will be class teachers allotted, and they will be there along with the master teachers, who will solve each and every question, each and every query that you have. After each session, you have assignments. Okay, and tests. We do take tests. If you look at that, you will see that we give you the performance report, which will help you analyze where you stand. So that is very, very, very helpful. Plus, you have 5,000 plus micro courses and free crash courses, and right now we are having a lot of new crash courses, guys, which you can join. So that is going to be very, very, very helpful. And micro courses are chapter wise courses. So even if you feel that there is after having the live sessions, after having the long term batches, if you feel that you need a particular topic to be repeated again, you need another live class. Is that possible? Yes, of course, it is absolutely possible, because micro courses are going to enable you in that. It is chapter wise courses, guys. So that is something which is super amazing. And as I told you, we have a lot of crash courses coming up right now. I mean, it has already come up, so that's very, very, very useful for you. That too in less price. So please do visit the link, and this is the coupon code. Now I'll tell you how is this coupon code going to help you. So we are there with you till the end, and this is no more till 14th Feb. This has been extended. Okay, guys. So this has been extended, and definitely you can join us now also, and you can avail this 50% off. So we had, done this till 14th Feb, but now we have extended this so that most, a great number of people, majority of you can enroll yourselves and avail this particular discount offer. Okay, so we want maximum number of kids to avail this 50% discount. So guys, but we do not know how far it is going to be extended, so I would definitely suggest you to join at the earliest. So link is there in the description box and the pinned comment, guys. So we have 50% off. See, if you apply this coupon code, what is the price? It's only 1349, guys. That is going to bring it down to 3.3 rupees per class, which is very, 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 it's not at all costly. It's very inexpensive, so you can definitely afford it. And this is something which you should join, not just for your present but also for your future. It's going to be very, very, very helpful. All the concepts are going to be absolutely clarified, because there are doubt solving sessions. I mean, every session is a doubt solving session. You can solve your doubts in the class. That is the best part. Therefore, you can clarify everything, and and your concepts are absolutely going to be clarified. That is the most important thing. Plus, you have revision sessions as well. So that becomes your one-stop solution, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy as well. All right, guys. So resuming the session, what does it reveal about the mental situation of the old man when he said thank you again and again to the narrator? So the narrator, after hearing about the whereabouts, asked him to get up and walk. He warned him against the upcoming danger. So the danger which was looming large, right? He told him that it was of course not the right place to halt, but the old man was attached to his town and his animals. He was so attached that he refused to go further, right? He was a lonely person, and when the narrator was trying to show his concern, he felt grateful. He felt happy and he felt grateful, Perhaps he had conversed with him after a long time, because you see, he had only the animals to take care of, right? He also felt that there was someone who cared for him too. As I told you, there was a we can establish a relation between, or similarity or relation between the old man and the narrator. As I already explained you what was the similarity, right? So, and that is exactly why he tried to thank the narrator and showed him his gratitude, because of the conversation, the concern that was there present in the conversation between the old man and the narrator. All right, so just as the old man was, trying to take care of his animals, but he was not able to, similarly, similar was the narrator. So I have explained the concern and I have explained the symbolism over here in the Umang series as well. So the very first session of The Old Man and the Bridge. Please have a look at that. I have explained all the symbols over there. It's a story rich in symbolism. So please take care of understanding the symbols from the Umang series. That is very, very important. Next passage, guys. Did you have, did you leave the dove cage unlocked? I asked. Yes. Then they'll fly, etc., etc. He said dully, but no longer to me. I was only taking care of animals, right? So let us see what's the question from here. How did the old man relieve himself by sharing his worries with the narrator? So basically, he was talking about, so he seemed to be tired of his life. As I told you, exhaustion, mental, physical. Okay, please have that as well. Despite the sensitive situation due to the untimely civil war, he was not worried. He was not worried about his life. The only thing that troubled him was his animal. So he was actually brought into a desperate situation where he was not anymore worried about his life. So war brings man to a desperate situation, because anyways, even if he survives, he is leaving his home, he is leaving his animals. So what else is left for him to survive, right? So that is desperate and helpless situation of the old man because of the war. So this is also showing the impact of war on the life of common people who are brought to a helpless and desperate state because of the war. So this is again, pointing out towards the futility of war. So if these are the consequences of war, then what is the use of war? It's futile. It's a futile exercise, right? So the only thing that troubled him was his animals that he was taking care of. On one hand, he knew that the cat would be all right, but the worry of other animals made him restless. So he knew that the cats, usually they survive. It is said that cats have 9 lives, right? So that, which means cats usually know how to take care of themselves and they survive somehow. He told the narrator that he had left the cage of the pigeons unlocked. Now, please note, I have explained this also in the Umang series. Here, the pigeons become dove. Initially, he had talked about pigeons, but the narrator talks about dove. So, is this a symbol of? Is this a mere slip of tongue, or the pigeons becoming dove is some kind of symbol? Does it have a symbolic meaning? Does it symbolize peace? Okay, so that is a question that we need to ask, and that I have also explained in the Umang series. The changing of the pigeons into dove at the end of the story. So please note that, and also you can include that in your answer over here. Okay, so they can fly, but nothing could be done of the goats, and they would become the victims of war for sure. And here, goats also have a symbolic meaning of being a scapegoat. Okay, you know what's a scapegoat? Bali ka bakra. Okay, so here the goats, symbolically scapegoat, which also points out towards the old man who is a scapegoat here. And from, through the old man, see, the old man has not been named, which makes him the old man has not been named, which places this story into a universal context. Okay, so this is not just this particular old man. This is a story of all of us. Okay, a common man who are the victims of war, who become scapegoats when there is a war, situation. Okay, guys. So these are the points that you have to add in your answers. Very, very important points that will make your answers rich. It will enrich your answers. Add the necessary spice to your answers, right? So please add the points that I have, written over here. Okay, guys. So with this, we are coming to the end of the session where we have completed the 3 marks and the 4 marks questions. And this is the homework question, guys. Why did the narrator think that there was nothing to do about him? Who is he referring to? Okay. So please do mention the answer in the homework question in the comment section. Don't forget that. And the next session is going to be a horse and two goats. All right. So this is the next session that we are going to have. So please don't miss out this session and visit the link in the description box and pinned comment. Use the coupon code SWREPRO to avail the 50% off. Hurry up. We do not know till when is this offer valid, so I would definitely request you to join us at the earliest. Right, guys? So please do hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much. See you very soon in the next class. Till then, bye bye.